Oh, hi kids, it's me, Donna, your average stereotypical mother. Welcome back to another episode of Mama's Kitchen. Before we get this video started, make sure to click that like and subscribe button. We want to make sure that we keep this channel supported. And make sure you like for these little schmookums. If we get 5 million likes, I swear to God, I'll put her in the gosh darn oven. I swear, isn't she just so cute? She could be a little hot dog. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Don't lick me. This thing has germs. I swear. This thing has. It just is not. It's just not. It's not a good situation. So kids. So mothers, fathers, whoever is out there in the world. As a mother, I can tell you it's hard to find things. As a mother, of course, that will satisfy my kids. For example, my son Jason, he gets those red eyes of hunger at like 11 o'clock at night. He'll come back with his friends, and he'll just eat us out of house and home. And sometimes I've just been fed up with it recently. I'm trying to make more creations that are going to benefit myself more when it comes to down here than him up here. So we are doing something a little bit different today. Just come on and follow me. I'll show you what's up. I don't know what this thing's doing, but you know what? We're just gonna see what's happening with it. But today, kids, we're making ourselves a bologna cake. And I understand that sounds very odd. I understand people think that's just like, what is she talking about? I ate a bologna cake. What is that? Well, listen, I can tell you right now, I can scoff down about 15 of these little suckers right during the Ellen DeGeneres show. It works for me, okay? I'll tell you what, okay? So to get started, you need a couple ingredients. You don't need purple and blueberries, trust me. I don't even have a Costco membership. I don't know how he's got my household, I swear. You're gonna start with the most important ingredient, bologna. We got some Oscar Mayer thick cut bologna, alright? Made with chicken and pork beef added. Alright, so we have that. Alright, we're going to add some sriracha sauce because this episode is dedicated to someone very special. He brought up this idea with us a little while ago, and we just think that it's appropriate that we do acknowledge him as a human being, and that we do acknowledge him as someone who's important to this series. I'm going to make sure that this is dedicated to him, and that's to Josh Glover. We're going to put his initials on here. Alright, then what you need is 2 packets. You need 2 exact packets, I swear. If you don't get 2, you're dumb, okay? 2 of, I bought the fat-free Kroger cream cheese, alright? Then you need some easy cheese. Man, these are delicious with crackers. Some delicious Ritz crackers. And then your Hidden Valley Ranch, okay? I'll tell you what, it's just a fun experience for the whole entire family. It's just that great. And you know what's interesting about it all is, you know, it gets the family together. You can talk about your problems, you know, whether it's drinking like myself, which I'm just obsessed with this LaCroix key line. It's just delicious, man. Good. Alright. Or you can talk about the issues of the family, you know, the local family druggie, okay? Besides that, without further ado, we are going to get started with this recipe. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to take these. We're going to take these little cream cheese fat-free. You know, I'm trying to lose weight right now. I'm trying to get down to at least a size 19. Alright. We're going to go ahead, we're going to come on over here. Get over here. Get over here. Jeez, you act like nothing is how it works in this world. Jeez. You just thought, Stephanie, stop. Seriously, I see you grinning back there. If you say a single word, I'm gonna make sure you end up back in the basement like last time, okay? That was not a good situation. Those spaghetti pasta did not end too well for you. I know they didn't. Alright, so, we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna take this. We're just gonna rip. We can just do that. Yeah, we can just rip it with that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh man, look at that. That's totally not artificial. This is healthy. This right here, just, man. Yum. I love it. Seriously, I kid you not. These are like, this is probably like 12,000 calories. I'll tell you what, I can't get enough of these things. These things are like, it's just like, it's just good. It's so good. Now, I'll tell you, I am judged quite a bit for making this dish. Whenever I go the local grocery store and only get like 20 or 30 things of cream cheese. You know, the last time I was there, I was kind of judged by this baggage boy, Johnny. You know, I made sure that he was reported for afterwards. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to Kroger to get judged for what I'm buying. But he's like, you know, Donna, I'm not sure if you're trying to lose weight, you should be eating all that cheese, all that dairy. I hear it's bad for you. You know what? Those health geologists or physicists or whoever the heck talks about health, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? I once was 750 pounds, and with the help of this in Subway, just like Jared, minus, you know, all the stuff that he did, I can tell you for a fact, you can lose weight. You just gotta work hard enough for it, okay? I can tell you for a fact, as someone who enjoys a wonderful can of new key lime LaCroix, not sponsored at all, I wish we were, you know, I can tell you for a fact that we do have our fun here. So now that we have the cream cheese in here, as you can see that, just look at that slide. Just look at that, that's delicious, alright? You know, we're just gonna go ahead and put it in this range. We're gonna make sure that this is mixed in. So gotta do that. As you can see, gotta make sure that we hit everything at the bottom. Just gonna, you know, we should make some ranch Kool-Aid at some point, honestly. These could be very much confused. I remember Jason a few years ago, he came home with those eyes of hunger. He put one of these in one of those little pitcher things that you make with Kool-Aid. He put in sugar, and he said, you know what, Mother? It's the best thing I've ever done. I've ever freaking had. I didn't believe him at first, but I had to try it for myself, and I'll tell you what, you know, that... I can tell you it's still delicious. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna stir this in. Alright, so you can see we're getting this in there. Oh yeah, we're just getting that in there. I might add some LaCroix in here, honestly. Add some fruit to it. Add some fruit by the foot with this, you know. But you know, being at the grocery store with that judgment, I made the biggest scene. Alright? It's like, for example, the last time I went to the bookstore, they did not have the latest Misery books from Paul Simon. And I was just like, you know what? What kind of bookstore doesn't have Paul Simon? Alright? Paul Simon. Alright? With all the Misery books out there, you know, I had to complete my collection. I flipped over a couple tables, I'll admit that, alright? I may or may not have punched a few kids that were there from the local orphanage program trying to raise money to keep the home open. You know, I may or may not have taken some of the money to go buy other books at other places, but, you know, I'm not that bad of a person. Alright? I don't need to be judged at the local grocery store for something that's not my fault, okay? I'm sorry that this right here helped me lose weight back in the 80s, okay? You thought all that CrossFit and everything's gonna help you nowadays? No, it's not gluten, that's the fat problem, okay? It's the cheese, I guarantee you. This is right here, the one thing that's gonna get you going for the rest of your life. Now, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take out another plate. I'm gonna take out, just look at this china. Look at this. I bought this from Elder Beerman last week before they closed down for good. Man, it's like Toys R Us in there. They're just going all out and heavy, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna rip this open. This bologna. You know, you can just tell it's fresh. It's absolutely fresh by just the sweat. Oh man, the sweat. It's delicious. Look at how delicious and natural that is. Alright, I'm not sure where they get this on the pig. I'm not exactly sure where, you know, you get these flat little lip things, whatever the heck this bologna slices off. But I'll tell you what. They are delicious. Alright, so we're going to need a second plate out. That way we can better do this. So, now that you have your bologna out, now that you have this thing set aside, we're going to have a little bit more fun with this. We're going to just take one little slice, like that. Well, not like that. You're not going to slap it on there. But if you want to, I'm not going to judge you, okay? Seriously, I'm not like Trisha, who does that all the time. She's, you don't talk to her anymore. She's gone for good, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, you're gonna take a knife. You know, you're not gonna do anything else with it but this one thing. It's gonna take a big old honking scoop. Yeah, whack that on top, okay? Just gonna whack that on top, okay? So now we're gonna just spread that on like so, as you can see. Man, I just cannot wait to dive into that. I could dive into this right now, call it good, but you know what? I like to wait. I like to be patient with this. Just look at that. Now, we have about another 10 of these things to do, so we're gonna go ahead and cut the video here. But, you know, just make sure to keep watching as we continue this. And by the time that we come back, this is all gonna be slathered on top. I'm gonna show you what's going on from there, okay? Honey, can you cut the video?